I would.
You do see ones that look kind of interesting though for other purposes.
Yeah.
For like 5 gold. Yeah.
Yeah, fuzzy.
I mean 5 gold.
Yeah, I mean. They're labeled lifestyle enhancement cuffs.
Right. I've seen these. I think they use these in the brothel at Garaga.
Oh my lord! Hey.
I would like to look at trinkets, see if there's anything that can help with like healing or holy spells or anything like that.
So that would be more of like the behind the counter stuff.
Okay.
That's more like the enchanted stuff.
Okay,
Magical
I would like to
Yeah.
ask about that then.
Okay, so you guys bring all of the stuff you've found already that you want to purchase to the counter?
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has anything else like basic they want to purchase?
Nope.
Okay. Does everyone know what I told them price-wise?
There's a start.
Can you mark it off
Yes.
from your...
So yeah, somebody
already.
Okay.
treasurer
I'll do it next time.
failing the.
That's fine. As long as you guys have it written like a minus whatever. Yeah, as long as you have a minus.
I took
Fuck,
50
that
gold off
review.
my gold for that whiskey that I reluctantly drank, but I needed alcohol. So.
Right. Okay, so you walk up to a man and a woman standing at the counter. They're kind of just like talking with each other. They noticed you as you walked in, but they clearly are, talking to each other. But the woman looks over and she's like, "Oh, will this be all?"
Yeah. I'm just getting the 2 fillet knives and the whetstone.
Okay, and she marks off, and you've marked it off already. Your money.
How much is the whetstone? I know that 40 gold for 2
Oh,
knives.
a whetstone's like 2 gold.
2 gold?
Yeah.
All right, 42.
2,000.
And then
98
Yeah,
gold.
2 million.
I
Yeah.
just go just these.
She takes the 5 gold. She's like, Enjoy.
Yeah.
And I would like to.
I'm gonna use them to fuck.
And she just goes.
My God.
So, holy man, what can I do for you?
I need,
180.
I need something to cleanse this one over here. No.
And she takes out a jug of holy water.
Will you need more? He's like the Shaggy.
Part of this melts. I was wondering if you had any trinkets or anything enchanted to help with holy or healing spells.
Yes, of course. Sure.
4 million gold.
We do have this one item.
Oh, he's pulling out cards.
It's on the pricey side. I'm not sure your
All the money you have.
limitations here.
Okay.
He's already got his trade item ready.
What did you pull? Never mind.
Don't
Oh,
know.
its value is very high, so.
It's a lot of value.
Well, okay, so this item that we have here, shall I tell you what it does first or the price first?
Let's go with the price first.
This item here, and she pulls out a beautiful, like light, almost looks like a golden wood. Yew is the wood. It's called yew crossbow. A very long, elaborate crossbow with like etchings in the side.
My lord.
And it's like all like gold everywhere, kind of just inlaid with the crossbow.
And I'm proficient. in this.
You
There's
shoot
kind of
someone,
like a
it heals
shimmer
them.
to the string on the back, and she like pulls it back, you can see like the shimmer to it.
Is it made out of rich mahogany?
No, it's made out of yew.
Oh,
He literally just.
I know. I want to make a mahogany joke. Jesus.
Mahogany is dark wood, yew is light. Jerk. Anyway.
Whoever you shoot with this will be healed.
All you gotta do is just
Imagine-
shoot them right through the heart with a crossbow and
yeah.
heal them.
Oh, really?
She's like, yeah, that's exactly what it
That's
is.
violent. Oh my god.
Well, not all the time. You can choose whether it does or not.
Oh, it only works half the time. You don't know if you're gonna kill him.
You choose when you want it to. Oh my god. Anyway.
I've decided to be kinder to Drekas.
Well, you wanted the price before I tell you what it does. So this is $26.50. I'm sorry, 26,500 is what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You only
That's
need like,
the exact value of
10,000 more
this.
gold.
No, I have 1,000, so I need 9,000 more gold.
Oh, jeez.
I got
26,000.
Yeah, I have a thing that's worth 16,800
Oh,
gold.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh boy.
What is that? What did
It's a
you?
bracelet of seduction that I never use, so.
I don't even remember when I gave that to you.
I don't either, but I've
Nobody
had it
does.
for a
But
long
it's
time.
worth
Yeah.
almost
He's been
17,000.
seducing us with it the whole time.
Um, It's and so as you're kind of like looking for what you can possibly trade, you're just like looking around. She says, "Well, it's and also by the way, inlaid with the gold, there's like rose-colored, like red rubies and like really light rubies. They're called rose zircon.
I am very much in love with this.
You better start
It's
getting
literally
a lot of
like
scales.
just a beautiful, beautiful crossbow. But it is a crossbow,
Yeah.
and that it does require dexterity to attack.
I think I'm proficient in crossbows.
I know that doesn't.
Well,
You'd still have your dexterity.
Oh, yeah,
bonus.
but
Dexterity is still +3.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Oh,
is?
you're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I took dex.
I
Gotcha.
got 0.
My strength is garbage.
Right. So it would be 3 plus your proficiency to attack.
So 7 plus 7 to your.
So is there like a
Yeah.
layaway
And this is
option?
+1, and this
Plus 8
gives
for
you,
him.
this gives you a +1. This item gives you +1 to
9.
attack. So,
Okay.
so I'll read to you what it does, and if you are interested, maybe you can gather up some other things. Made from yew wood and studded with rose zircon, you gain a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. Before shooting the crossbow, you may turn a non-magical bolt into a healing bolt as a no action. When struck with a healing bolt, the target takes damage as normal, like a normal crossbow, but then heals 4d10 + 4.
Oh my god!
And you cannot complete another. You cannot shoot another healing bolt from the crossbow until you complete a short rest,
Oh.
I mean,
or
that
a
makes
rest.
sense.
A rest, so
Yeah.
short or long.
Yeah. I mean, that would be kind of bullcrap. Like, oh, heal.
Well, you do have to hurt them first, so you can't. If they have like 1 HP.
Yeah, I can't obviously do that.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, you can bring them to 0 and then bring them back, but it's like
you only bring it back
I just
to
imagine some
1.
no,
horrible
you bring them back
tragedy.
to the top. Yeah.
And you're just trying to be a medic on the scene. Oh, there's a poor child. Why is he getting up?
Oh shit! I forgot to heal cast the healing one.
Oh no!
So she says, "Are you interested, or shall I put it
I'm
away?"
very interested. I unfortunately, even with my trade, do not have enough gold for you at this moment in time.
Well,
Ask
are
for a
you, do you have
layaway.
membership cards?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Everyone.
What does the membership cards do?
Well, it depends on what tier you are, but it gives you a percentage off.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
What would bronze get you?
5% off.
Oh.
Silver?
Silver would be. What did we have? And she pulls out like a small like little, like a not a pamphlet, but just like a little card, like a reference card.
Yeah.
She's like, silver gives you 10% off.
26.5 is the exact value of this, and I hold up the nightmare gem. I remember that.
And
from
she
when
goes,
you gave it.
Oh.
So I should.
What's that?
I should say.
I don't know what that is.
I
Very
should say
inconspicuous.
not for a crossbow. No
Oh,
offense.
well, I mean, it's okay.
No. Not that the item outvalues it. It's just Artemis hates crossbows. Her dad uses one.
I remember when
He
I
also uses longbows, though. He uses both.
Does he?
Yeah.
I've never seen.
He's
him
got a
use one.
longbow, and then he bases a crossbow on the shield when he has the
Time to
the
go pure
do it.
shit.
I never even knew that. I thought he just used crossbows, so I only.
Bug
so I
right
hated,
on my nose.
So I hated crossbows. Can I change my interaction then?
Sure.
He uses all bows. Artemis just starts throwing arrows at people. Like, I don't need a bow.
I remember when I gave
Tiny javelins, that's all.
Well, judging by her reaction, I'm gonna say, well, I have a feeling you know what it is already.
And the guy kind of steps in and he goes, "Let me see it. Let me see it. What do you want?" He has like a little jeweler eye thing on.
I mean, I never use it.
Oh, then you just give it away.
Well, no.
Oh,
I will
Straight
take
up?
it.
and he looks at her and she's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Yes, then I guess."
What is that?
I asked, I'd do a straight up trade. They were both the Nightmare Gem was worth at least the sell value I had on the card was 26.5.
All right.
What does that
So-
even? What does that even do, Artemis?
It summons a mount for me to ride.
That's
It summons this.
It summons
That's exactly what
That's
it
what we're
says.
talking
It's
about.
Rapid
An
Dash.
insanely fast now
But-
that flies through the
Dark
air.
Rapid.
Yes, it does. But
But-
here's my and this
That
is
you
Artemis.
called Stimpy, I believe, at some point, or
No,
one of you did.
I called it something.
Yeah, because you had 4
Excellent.
mounts.
spimpy.
No, Artemis, explaining to you guys in character, Artemis says, well, number one, it's an air traveling fast mount, which now nobody else has. So essentially, it would allow one of us to get someplace very quickly, which, if we're traveling as a group, is not going to be very useful. I have a feeling that fighting this Naga will probably get more use out of a crossbow than we will a flying mount.
I just figured the gold would be very useful to you. Only
Oh,
because
no,
the
I'm
group-
rich.
Because the group, because I know. Oh, okay.
No, I'm rich.
Because I know the group fund is pretty low.
Bluffing here, but she goes, I could buy 2 of these.
Oh,
Yes, you could. Good thing there's only one in the world, but anyway.
Right.
And she puts down and hands you the crossbow.
I just traded a one-of-a-kind
Really?
item for a crossbow.
Yeah, what am I going to do with it?
Oh my lord.
Soon indeed.
What's it called?
It's called Healer's Crossbow. Very original.
That's not my made-up item. That is an item in the book or online.
It's
I
cool. The
forget where I
Bracelet
found
of
it.
Seduction is made from the same material, the rose Zycorn.
Oh, nice.
Zircon.
That could
Yeah.
be something that she would like.
4 pounds.
What is
Meaning
the-
Artemis.
What is
Yeah.
What does this do?
I already have bracers.
No, it's a bracelet.
That
It's
takes
still
off
it's
the
still
bracing
it's still
slot.
arm slot. Yeah.
I can only be attuned.
3 things.
Oh, 3 things?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
What does
This
that do?
doesn't require attunement.
Oh, look at that shit. Okay. So the only thing I've attuned is my.
Oh, look at that
Oh, this
shit.
isn't even attuned either. It requires a holy symbol.
You might want to buy some bolts for that before we leave.
I
Requires
have
attunement.
He already has a
the
crossbow. So.
I already have a crossbow, so I already have bolts.
Well, wouldn't hurt
Well,
to
you
get
need to
that.
keep track of your bolts though.
Yeah, I do.
I know. I'm just saying for this especially though.
Yeah, I have 15.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, 16, which
You can load up here if you'd
Yeah,
like.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'd also like to
Your
see.
quiver can hold 25, I believe, for bolts. For bolts.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And your
So-
quiver can hold 30 arrows, I believe.
I bought the large quiver.
Oh, right. So it can hold
Draga
50? Yeah,
Alright.
50 arrows.
So
So you can load up like 1 gold to fill up.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Something like
Alright,
that.
so my.
Yeah, you can pay 1 gold literally to fill up on bolts. Bolts
Oh,
are easy, yeah.
Okay. And I was also wondering.
Because
do you have-
bolts are like 2 silver pieces, so just
Yeah, they're
simplify it
super-
1 gold to fill up.
Do
That's
you
fine.
also have, since I really don't need this at all, do you
What is
also?
that?
It's the bracelet of
Oh.
seduction. I never.
Does anybody else
Yeah.
want?
Would anyone like a bracelet of seduction?
What does it do?
It the silver chain has a small silver heart. The charms hang blah blah blah. 1 heart charm is blah 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 when it glows. And needs to
What
set-
does it do?
I'm looking for it.
It casts Charm Person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3
charm
times.
person 3 times per day. DC 15.
What is it? Attunement?
No.
That's not bad. Who of us would want to charm somebody?
Honestly,
I
like
could just do
to
it
get
with
my
magic. So.
Situations.
honestly, yeah, the guy who puts himself into the worst
Yeah.
situations.
That's a
It
fair
could get
point.
me out of a tough bind.
That you probably
I would appreciate it if you don't
yourself.
mind.
Yes.
Well, since you are big spenders, I do have something.
Thank you,
I have a
Drekas.
couple more items of interest.
Anything useful with this? I show them my belt.
Hold off.
Well,
Till,
the crossbow. I guess you don't.
let's
like
hold off.
crossbows.
Let's hold off till membership. You know.
Well, I'm just looking for some sort of. Yeah, the last guy I talked with had some very interesting special arrows, so I'm
Trying to get a 1-up on him.
Well, we do have some interesting arrows. Well, okay. Let's see. Well, first, I do have this one thing that I would be interested in showing you guys.
It doesn't say. Matt, my question with this, it doesn't say. Is it just regular crossbow damage? Because there's no actual damage.
Yeah, regular
Yeah.
crossbow damage.
Okay, so 1d8
1d8 plus your dex. Yeah.
plus my dex. Okay.
There
okay,
is
cool.
an item here that I still have that I no longer really need, but it doesn't have an appraised value.
What is it?
It's called the Ruby Belt of Healing, and it allowed healing towards inanimate objects
Right.
through simple healing spells.
So you want to explain that in character and see the appraisal?
Yes, I have an item here that I would like to. I would like to see if I could have appraised. And I show her the Ruby Belt of Healing.
And you present her basically a WWE Championship belt, but with a giant ruby in the middle.
Oh my God! Now I don't want to give it away.
A giant ruby in the middle, kind of inlaid, and there's no words on it, but it basically says champion of the world.
Oh my God!
And there's rubies kind of like inlaid in the sides, like the side plates, and it's just a glorious belt that kind of buttons in the back, and you just place it on. She's just like, "Whoo, that is a large gem."
Yeah, I used to be a rock man. You may not know this. And it was able
Okay.
to my friend Drekas here was able to heal me
Hi.
despite being an inanimate object
through the use of
through
that
the
belt.
use of that.
So you want this appraised, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, a rock man, interesting. The guy kind of comes over with his jewel glass, and he looks at it, and he's like, "I don't really care what it does. This gem is gorgeous."
Yep,
And he's
can confirm. That is a
looking through,
big
and
ass
he's
gem.
like,
Well, in case there's any warforged that need healing, it's possible.
"Not many warforged in the world. Last I heard,
There were
less
3.
than 10. So I don't know, but so you know the value of it is kind of limited.
It's gonna
But
sit
the
on my
gem,
shelf for a long time.
I gotta call my Warforged
I
guy.
got a guy who specializes in this stuff. Call him up.
Let me get him down here, and he'll give you a price lower than probably what it really is.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Let me get my Warforged guy. He'll be here in like
Also, really
30
exciting
days
price.
at least.
So at least 5 gold. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll probably just break it up, just take the gems out of it and toss the belt. To be honest with you, it doesn't do much for me to sell it as this particular item.
Okay.
Unless we use it as some sort of reward, like a championship or something.
The champion.
They are having that tournament, and she's like,
Tournament.
members, platinum members only. Don't get ahead of yourselves.
Take 'em.
Not even bronze yet, so let's not.
All right.
Christian is tilting so hard in this conversation.
Because it's like, I played 5 years to get to platinum.
Christian's platinum. What are you talking about? He's been platinum for like the last 5 months now.
But Roland is not even bronze.
Out
Roland
of
is
character.
beyond bronze.
We'll see.
Out of character, I have a
Right,
question.
wood.
Because I have a
All the questions.
I have an item from Kazus that obviously.
Oh, then give it back.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to sell it.
I was gonna see if I could give it to.
Kaz still has it, so
Oh.
for now you don't have
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
I figured I'd ask.
You get nothing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because he could use that very well. But,
So for the, tell you what, just we'll call it even. We'll call it 4,000.
4,000.
The actual enchantment does nothing for me, so it's just appraisal on the gems themselves, and the leather is leather, so it's not.
Well, let me ask. You seemed very interested in showing us something earlier. Why not show that, and perhaps we can work out a deal with the
It's-
subtracted value from the gems.
With the subtracted value, the level of items is not exactly comparable. And she pulls out, she reaches down under the like big wooden desk, and she kind of pulls out this, what you guys in real life could know as an infinity gauntlet.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
And it's like on a stand with just like curled fingers kind of sitting up, and like the gauntlet just, and she puts that on there, and she's like, and she just looks at you.
Will it fit over my gauntlet?
No.
What does it do?
Everything.
Okay.
And she says, I can't demonstrate it. You know what? Come on back. And she takes it.
You know what? I'm curious enough.
Before we get going, I will sell the ruby.
Hold off. Just we'll come back.
Oh.
And she like opens the little partition.
That's fine.
Anyway,
Lift gate, whatever.
sure.
I don't know.
Partish gate.
Yeah. Totally.
And she leads you guys through. The guy kind of follows, kind of taking the belt and like placing it, and he's just gonna do some more like looking at it.
Sure.
She goes into the back, and past these curtains, you see kind of like an outside balcony area. Well, past like the storeroom also, because you passed through a storeroom, but outside that is like, a small balcony area where she has 3 set up like test dummies, kind of, and they clearly are freaking destroyed. Like slashes, cuts, stab wounds. There's a couple arrows sticking out of one of them, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I thought he would have cleaned up, but okay." Anyway, she's like, well, "What can I do that won't hurt much?" Okay, and you can see basically when she puts the gauntlet on, it covers her whole hand like up to like halfway down her forearm, and then it just kind of like shrinks to fit her hand smoothly. From the fingers, you see basically like holes, like it's like gun barrels basically, like from all 4 fingers, but they bend, and in the knuckles is different colored gems. There's a ruby, there's a sapphire, there's citrine, which is yellow, and emerald on the pinky, and she just goes, and she points her ring finger, and she goes, and out from it a lightning bolt, and destroys, it evaporates the test dummy. And she goes, and that's just one of them. And she's still holding up her ring finger.
What's emerald do?
I don't want to cast that here.
That sounds bad.
Well, no, they like the castle this way.
Acid.
No. But anyway, are you interested? And she takes the gauntlet off. You can see that gem is kind of like lost its color. It's just very faded now.
Not for me, but maybe perhaps one of my colleagues.
Not for me. I'm not a destroyer.
If I had a
It's
third
made out of
arm,
metal.
I'd totally do it.
What?
It's made out of metal. Not for me.
It's a coward's weapon.
Okay, she's like,
It makes it too easy.
Let's
Not
just-
interested.
Curiosity on the price tag then.
16,500.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible.
I could have afforded that before. Give me that back.
I have no money.
They're a layaway
I
option.
feel like Kitteus wouldn't.
No.
I tried.
Unfortunately, many of our adventurers do get laid away, so
Haha.
See what you did there.
can't really afford to have that.
You know what? Let's kill a Naga over it. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll do
I
some
think-
dinner and a Naga.
I think we're ready to. I think we have enough supplies.
Yes.
To Naga.
Don't count us out.
Oh.
Oh,
But-
I would never. Fair warning, there's no guarantee it'll be here when you get back.
That's understandable.
There's many, many adventurers in this castle, and this is one of our hot items, so I try to push it off as much as I can.
Makes sense.
A Naga, you say? Well, I assume you have something to carry the parts back. Or
Say again? Like a bag?
Yeah, no, we did get a sack.
you did get a bag.
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
Did we?
We
Yeah,
got
we're
one.
covered on that.
Do we need
okay.
a
A bag of
special-
holding? Is what you got
Oh.
before?
No.
No, we just got a regular sack.
No, we need a.
Do you have
do
a bag
guys
of holding?
I
sell
don't remember
bags of
that
holding?
happening. Did I
Yeah.
give you a bag?
think
Okay.
it's
believe it.
Contract.
She
Yeah.
gave her.
Then it must have been a bag of holding because that's what you need.
I think
to-
we said we were
okay.
gonna get a bag from the store. But
That's
I don't
probably
think we
what
ever
happened,
did.
'cause I
I
don't
thought we
remember
actually
giving
got a
it.
bag.
All right. Well, we'll just say you have a bag of holding then. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know which one of you has it, but one of you
I
can
do
take
have
it.
a question.
I will claim
picked
the
up a
bag
fillet
of
knife
holding.
to harvest. Do I need a special knife to harvest a Naga?
You don't know.
I was asking you.
He's
In
asking
character?
the game.
No,
lady.
as a relic. As relic asking.
As
us.
a
In
relic.
character.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll find
Then
out.
we'll find
I'm
it.
not sure what you meant by the character part, but
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have not hunted the Naga.
Okay.
let us-
Enjoy your travels. Shoot well,
Thank you very much.
and
I
sh-
should
and
honestly be
true.
Thanking you.
and shoot true. If you, it still works if you hit an enemy.
Oh.
Huh.
And
I
I
also
will.
assume you need to break our AC in order to heal us.
That's good for me.
I mean, mine's only 13, so I'm totally okay with this.
Actually, wait, I'm not playing Malok anymore. That might not be good for me.
You know, you probably have some
Artemis has got
decks
at least
going
17,
there.
18, something like that.
Relic will meet up with the husband and ask him. I will sell the ruby.
Of course, it's beautiful. Thinking about putting some other colors to it. It's a little red for me, but you know.
Okay.
Personal preference.
Christian loves my character.
Personal preference.
And he pulled out 2 sacks, 2,000 each sack, 4,000 total. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Count it.
I don't have the time to count 4,000 gold.
We
I'm just gonna
appreciate
trust it.
we appreciate your generosity.
All right.
Thank you very much.
It's no generosity. The generosity is in gold.
Think
And
it's
Artemis,
hunting.
thank you very much. I cannot honestly repay you for this weapon. I'm very happy.
It was a bauble that I didn't use.
Bowl?
Bobble.
Tricks and
Boggle.
baubles.
Boggle.
So anyway, so as you are exiting the store, you see that there is, why can I never remember this lady's name? Zarud,
So rude.
the lady of the castle. She is sitting at that desk that you saw her at originally. You are on the ground floor, about to walk out, and you're basically passing her from behind. She's just sitting back with her feet up on the desk, and she's just like thumbing through some papers. Can't really say anything.
She looks busy. Let's not bother her.
Yes.
Let's just keep walking.
We have our map.
Yes, I have the map.
So you all leave?
As passing, just lady.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah, yeah.
Knowing like customary aristocratic things, would it be impolite to leave the castle without saying goodbye to the lord and lady?
Extremely.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's what I figured.
so before we leave, I'm going to.
Or just at least inform them of your departure. Would be, yeah.
Just walk out. Just be like.
Peace. Peace.
What else
Can't have
do we
kids,
do?
huh?
Was your uterus broken?
Before we leave, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna say,
Oh,
my
God.
lady.
Hold on. Matt's broken.
So mean.
Matt is rebooting.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
All right, he's good.
Need a water after that one. Go ahead.
My lady, we take our leave on our hunt now.
Best of luck there.
Thank you
And
kindly for your
and bow.
hospitality.
Thank you, but we're
and
gonna
And she just
bow.
bows her head quickly.
So,
All right.
bow.
You're just like, what?
Yeah, bow.
Okay.
And I was like, I like the crossbow better if it was made out of.
And she goes, you there? Are you going to take your beast?
Beast?
You've,
It's a unicorn.
you've put the beast in the stables
Oh, yes.
upon arrival. It's been frustrating our stable keeper.
Narendam is just an ass sometimes.
What's the face Narendam makes?
But a horse face, so it's way longer.
Ooh!
Let's go get him. Let's go get him. Let's go get him.
Okay.
Oh, please no.
I mean, I don't think Naga hunting is the safest place for him, man.
We'll get
He's
devoured.
fine. No, you just tell him to go home.
You're putting him in danger.
No,
Please take him.
We'll be taking him. Which way to the
The lady in the
stables?
castle is asking me
She's
to take
pointing
him,
to like
we're
if you go
taking
out
him.
the door and around, it's like
the Rude that was asking us to take him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then we'll take him.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we're taking
Okay.
we're taking the horse.
And unicorn.
Dumb horse.
And dumb unicorn.
Dumb unicorn.
And he like leads you around and basically like off to the side. There's like kind of like an inlet of the castle you can see from the inside, but from the outside it's the stable. So you are led in there, and you just hear
Shaggy, do the
which you understand to be Narendam. Narendam.
Out of character, I love
Narendam.
Narendam. In character, you hate him.
And all the other horses are basically like looking straight down, just.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Shaggy, do
Nay.
the thing.
Just get
What
him.
thing?
Do the thing.
What thing?
Where I can speak with him.
I can't speak with animals.
Yeah.
Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
Over and I bet him.
Can we go now?
Yes.
This place sucks. They just make me stand here all day. They don't even have berries.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And,
Come on,
he
let's
like walks into the gate and he's like,
Oh, he's retarded.
and just looks
Can
at you.
I, is there like the stable operator nearby?
Yeah, you walked past him
Okay.
as you went in, and
Okay.
he was just like, "Thank God you're here."
Can I just open
Gods, thank gods.
Can I
you're
just open it up? Take
Yeah.
him out? Okay. So
You
I
should
just
just see
open
the
him up.
And he just and he runs like past you guys. And he's like, and you see the little rainbow flakes coming off of his
gone
feet,
forever.
and he runs out the door, and he just does like 360 spins in the middle of the field, or like right off the side, like almost off the plateau. He almost flies off, but he's just doing spins outside.
Oh no.
And you can see the
So
guards just look
unfortunate
over
that he's
like,
Is the stable master still there?
yeah, you're walking past him now
I
to
go.
leave.
Have you ever watched a warg before?
A what?
A warg? You know
Why?
orcs.
Why? I know, but why?
Oh, our old friend Cream used to have one. It was a rough time.
Who?
Wasn't it Cream? Darziger. It was Darziger. I got them mixed up.
I was like, did we just travel back 6 years in time? Because holy shit.
Burwell just glared at me.
That was the biggest glare of
we
offense.
left him in a stable, and he ate the stable.
That sounds like a moron of a stable keeper. He should be fired and or
Well,
eaten.
he was
I'm
eaten.
pretty sure he's dead.
Sounds like he was
No,
eaten.
he's alive.
He was
really
alive.
upset.
All of the other animals.
Oh no, that was in Thassa.
Oh, he's not alive.
Everything else was not so lucky.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, very, very
He
dead.
sounded very dead.
Yes, horses exclusively. Occasionally the pet, whatever, around, but wargs are not pets. They should not be pets. We do have a separate stable for more dangerous creatures, much more secure. I don't handle that. That would be the other stable.
What's it called?
Stable B.
The other stable.
Stable 2.
Carby
The
chat.
other stable.
Carby chat.
Baron's chat?
That's so.
And as you kind of run out, you just see Naren doing 360s, just.
Where
Where are we going?
Turn it off.
Well, I mean,
How do you turn it off?
We're going
Trust
on
me,
a hunt.
Roland, if there was a way,
Yeah.
oh god,
I would have.
What?
He's exhausted.
I don't know. What do I hunt? I don't know how to hunt.
No, you're not hunting.
Oh,
You're just gonna come with us.
oh, okay. I'm not the hunt.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised he never hunted.
I look at Roland, I'm like, we're probably gonna find Malok soon.
I hope
At this
not.
point, is it bad to just give him the unicorn and let him just kill him?
No,
maybe not.
Well, no. Now he knows the unicorn is worth nothing.
Huh?
Well, he thought the blood of the unicorn was worth something, and then it was introduced that absolutely had no value.
You don't know that.
He doesn't, and Narendam has no idea what we're saying in common.
Narendam.
He's just watching us with that big grin.
Narendam, can I ride
He
you?
just likes the conversation.
Can he go home
Can I ride
while
you?
we hunt down the Naga at least?
I mean,
And he
someone
looks
can
at
least ride
Shaggy.
him while we get there.
Why don't you ride him?
Shaggy.
Yours.
What?
He wants to know if I can ride if I can ride him.
Yes, of course. I just nod.
And he goes, ha, ha, and he nods really, really, really big.
That means yes.
And he just bows his head down. But as he bows his head down, he smashes his face into the ground.
Oh my
He's like,
god.
oh, there and down.
I'll get on and then I'll like pet his head.
Okay, and he just kind of,
I look at him
and he just keeps doing 360s.
When we get back.
This is my
I'm gonna
dream.
see if there's a cure for stupid I can learn.
No such thing.
There's no cure for stupid.
He's just a child.
There was an entire comedy sketch devoted to that. English. Devoted. That's the word I was looking for.
Demoted.
Explosion.
Damn.
Exploded.
Take your pants
Exploded.
off?
Alright, so
Subway ride?
We ride!
we ride now.
Okay.
Not
Well,
inside
one
the
of you
US.
rides, the rest of you walk, I guess.
We need some coke.
Fuck this, I'm flying. Just kidding, I'm not
Okay.
flying.
You guys should
That is a
ask
waste.
if the stables have horses.
Hey, staple guy.
Do I know how to ride a
No,
horse?
I'm not taking it back. You can't make me.
Can we rent a
Never.
horse?
You're not allowed.
You're outside doing 360s.
Alright. Can we rent a horses?
What's your membership?
God.
None.
Brand new.
As soon as he
No.
says the membership thing, I just walk out. I'm like, yeah, not even bothering.
Also, do I know how to ride a horse?
Yeah, everyone. You've all ridden horses before.
Okay.
We need to earn our keep here.
I mean,
first,
Shaggy could be a
it
horse.
seems.
You could be.
I could be. I'm not
He's
going.
like, I could, but no.
We're,
thank you.
we're going fighting. I am not going to transform.
Right. Well, you know it's about a day's travel, so you're probably going to rest beforehand.
Oh,
but
okay.
just letting you know.
Days
If that's the
walking
case, then
travel.
I will.
Huh?
Days walking travel.
Probably. A day and a half, maybe. Hard to say, because you don't know the island very much. You don't know the terrain. And the map is very sketchy. It's literally a pirate's map. Like, you are here. Here is the X. This is the Naga. And you're like, okay. There's not really roads that, like,
Well,
very well-made roads.
Good
It's,
thing with keen mind, I know how to read maps very well.
Are
There's
there
no
any-
yeah, if
roads
this
on
were a
map.
well-made map, you'd know how to read it very well.
We're just gonna trek through the woods till we
Is
find the
this,
snake.
Are there landmarks that we're following?
Mountain, trees. So it's like 100 paces past the big tree. No, I'm just kidding. It's slightly more clear than that, but it's,
Alright.
yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna pop Scyther out and we're gonna head out.
Okay.
I just hold on to Baggins' old emblem and weep.
No, did you give that away?
What?
Didn't you give that to someone because you didn't want to hold on to it? Didn't you
No,
give it
that
to-
was his old one.
Oh, you gave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
well,
that
And then,
was
and then it was dead.
that was a thing that happened.
Because you murdered it.
No one told me you need to take care of the things that you're given.
You are not allowed to have
You
pets.
didn't feed it.
But
once.
that dagger he has is immaculate.
Yeah.
There's not a drop
Currently
of blood.
polishing it, actually.
Which one?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys should get unicorns. This is fun.
No,
Oh
thank you.
yeah.
thank you.
As he goes faster, you just see more and more of the rainbow coming kind of from his
I
feet.
bring out Chimchar or whatever. So Chimchar's not dead.
Okay. He kind of just stands on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And it's very warm next to your face because he has just a very warmness about
He's
him.
a fire creatures.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yep.
I'm happy.
Same with,
Some
same
of them
with
have
Trico.
Pokemon. I know. Get over it.
I love
Anyway.
it.
Not that the chat is complaining about it, but just
Right.
Good. Yeah. No.
because we incorporate Pokemon
To check in with the
everything,
chat,
so.
John the Barbarian says, I'm here for Mayat. So thanks, John.
You're welcome. Oh, that one. Oh, sorry. I know you're Mayet. You have the Y in your name.
Yeah, why my name is
I mean, why wouldn't you have a wine?
Why is it never Miat?
Yeah.
Because, I don't
Because
know.
it sounds
Because
too
he's
close
not
to-
a cat.
That's what Reggie used
You
to
can
say.
get the
That was
Miat
different.
out of here.
Oh, that was okay. Inspiration die.
I don't have one. No one's used him yet.
Here, have the D60.
So, you guys head off in your vague travels, not knowing the terrain very well, but are prepared to fight, or for most things, I guess. Everybody make perception checks, just as you go.
I was born to perceive.
This will be for like the first trek, the first bit of the trek.
Well, goddamn.
Oh God, thank God my
Wait,
perception.
no,
Well.
perception. I lied then. I have an advantage on initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
20.
20. 24.
Yeah, you ruined it.
16.
16.
12.
Okay. So, 24.
24.
You two get the feeling. I'm sorry, would you?
16.
Okay, yeah. So you guys don't. You two get the feeling, although you're kind of distracted by the unicorn at all times, but still you rolled high enough to just kind of like have this like, you just get the feeling that as you're walking, you just like hear like a branch break, like a twig break on the ground every now and again, leaves ruffle. And you're just like, you feel like something's either behind you or you're not really sure. You're a little bit more sure that you're like, okay, something's watching us. You're gonna kind of lean towards the back of the group and kind of walk.
Do I hear if it's on the left side or the right side?
It's hard to tell. It's forest, so it's kind of just like it's around.
Right, now that I noticed,
it's a lush forest, so it's really hard to see anything.
I'm not gonna turn around, but I'm gonna try and.
Yeah, you just kind of lean more back to the.
And attune a little bit more.
Just walk in, just hear.
What was that?
The Sivnik says greetings.
Greetings all from
Greetings.
Dovnik.
Hello. Greetings. Welcome.
Oh, yeah, look at there. Hello.
While I'm riding, I'm gonna take off my bow and just have it like at the ready as I'm riding.
Gotcha. And you guys noticed that he takes his bow, or she takes her bow off while riding Narendam.
I just kind of.
Where were the
and I reach
cracks?
for my shield.
Okay, say.
Where were the crackling from behind us?
Yeah. It's somewhere behind you. It's really, really hard to tell because it's a very lush jungle that you're walking through, or forest.
Where's Drekas standing? I'm gonna walk closer next to him.
Okay, yeah, he's more towards the middle of the group.
Heal.
Human shield.
I pretty much am.
I just kind of stop and give just like a hold for listen kind of thing. See if,
In reaction to her taking the...
yeah, just like.
And if that's the case, I pull out my
I don't
new
see
wooden
any
shield.
of that because I'm kind of like leading the way, so I just keep going and.
Artemis.
What?
I'll pull out my shield and mace.
What?
Well, I guess I'll pull out my shield.
Okay.
Just gonna listen.
Guys, there's nothing there. I'm winking.
Oh, wink.
Okay.
Wink.
You guys wait about like a minute in almost perfect silence. You hear nothing. Other than like the occasional bird chirping or like animal noise in the distance. But
I look and go, it must have been the wind.
Let's just keep going.
I go back to a calm and just continue walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remain in the back and try to listen closely.
Non-suspicious chatter.
That's what he said.
Casual. We should be talking. Talking. This is what talking
much
sounds
casual
like.
conversation.
What do I normally do with my
Nothing
hands?
unsuspicious going on here.
I knew I didn't hear any.
Now
command.
that I'm aware
Common.
of my hands, I hate it. I don't know what to do.
Common.
My hands are you.
Common.
Abyssal.
Common. Oh.
Celestial.
Elvis?
Narendam.
Oh my god.
Draconic.
Dwarven.
What?
Druidic.
I don't like that.
The trees go, what's up, man?
Why are the trees talking?
He's speaking druidic. I don't know what that
Man,
means.
Ed fell last week and he's been shut up about it.
That's what that snapping twig was. They were just speaking Druidic.
Yeah.
No.
Keep
Shaggy, that's what you need to tell us this stuff, man.
It's
Speaking
not.
of other languages, if anything happens, I need you to tell Narendam to go home because I'm not sure how long his.
Home he
Voodoo
understands in
lasts.
common.
Oh, he does.
Because Shaggy kind of instilled that into him. That was like the
Okay.
first thing he taught him.
He actually taught him a trick,
Home.
which is interesting.
Go home,
Yeah.
dirty unicorn.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb dogs.
The
The
come
problem
with
is
tricks.
finding him after.
Yeah, that's always the problem. All right, let's just.
Seems to be
Better
a problem
safe-
with a lot of things you
Better
guys
safe
interact
and
with.
gone than
Trislana.
Some things just
Hey,
don't come
you're
back because they're
they're
dead.
gone. Okay.
Polypost,
Just like
whatever.
the
Yeah.
first time.
She only has one of the legendary items we need.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll figure it out one day.
Oops.
We'll go back to Greyhawk eventually.
Papoose.
Greyhawk.
No, he's totally calm. He's over it now.
I'm over it. It's in the past.
You're a changed man.
Seem a little.
Just like your
not
cousin's
over.
life.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's
Only
almost
in
like
the
you
past.
murdered your cousin by accident.
Roland steeps towards the back of the line now.
Oh man. On that note, do we want to take like a 2-minute break so everyone can go to the bathroom or whatever?
I'm actually down for bathroom.
I'm
Okay.
down for
Yeah,
bathroom
so
break.
we're gonna take
2-minute break.
2-minute break.
Do we
Be
run
right back,
commercials?
everyone.
Run a commercial
I'm
if we
gonna go
can. We'll be
find-
2 minutes.
I'm gonna
need a
run out.
sandwich.
If not,
Give me
let's
2
entertain
seconds.
them. What do you say?
Are you an Irish fan? Join the Blue Irish Army.
We have emergency SpaghettiOs in the room.
We do actually. That's
Wait, I brought the SpaghettiOs.
Of course, yeah.
No, not in this room,
Oh.
but we have them in the.
Oh, what? You guys don't want to hear me go pee on the microphone?
Good point.
Sounds disgusting.
I do that on my
Yeah.
PlayStation with my
Can we
friends
just
all
press
the
the
time.
power button?
Are we allowed to have products on,
Yes.
on this?
I mean, fuck it.
All the power.